No, this isn't American Pie. Billy Hitchcock might look like Stifler, but this is Final Destination. Here, the jokes don't last long, and neither do the characters. Billy Hitchcock. Billy survives the Flight 180 disaster, but survival only puts him on death's list. And his exit comes fast, brutal, and mid-rant. After escaping the plane crash, Billy sticks close to Alex, Clear, and Carter. Problem is, Carter completely loses it. At one point, he parks his car right on train tracks, almost daring Death to prove him wrong. Alex, Billy, and Clear get out, but Carter stays behind like a spoiled kid throwing a tantrum. When the train horn blares, he suddenly changes his mind. Now he wants out, but the car won't start. Panic sets in. At the very last second, Alex manages to drag him clear, saving Carter's life. And Billy, already on edge, finally snaps.
Oh, you will be! You're dead! You're dead! And you ain't taking me with you!
He starts yelling at Carter, cursing him out for being selfish and reckless, pointing out how close they all came to dying because of him. But Death doesn't like speeches. Just as Billy's rant hits full volume, the train passes and a jagged piece of debris is launched like a missile. It hits Billy right in the head, killing him instantly. 1 second he's venting all his frustration, the next he's gone, headless in the street. Death didn't just silence him, it made sure Carter's drama wasn't the only spectacle that day.
Oh, you will be! You're dead!
Candace Hooper. Candace walks into the gym, all smiles, stretching, ready to show off. But this is Final Destination. The moment you see a loose screw hit the floor, you already know this isn't going to end with a gold medal. Another gymnast steps right on it, slips and knocks over a box of chalk. The whole room fills with dust like a countdown clock. Everyone else keeps practicing, but for Candace, this routine is about to be her last. She swings on the uneven bars, graceful, focused, completely unaware that Death just set the stage. One slip, one wrong angle, and her body crashes onto the mat. The crack of bones echoes across the gym. And just like that, the dream of Olympic glory ends with a twisted spine on the floor, the crowd, horrified, Death, applauding. And the lesson, in this franchise, even a single screw loose is enough to screw you over. Ashley Freund. Ashley and Ashlyn walk into the tanning salon like it's just another night out. No rules, no worries, and definitely no listening to the giant sign that says, "No drinks in the room." So of course, they bring drinks in anyway. And of course, the heat makes one leak straight into the wiring. Sparks fly, but the girls are too busy working on their tans to notice. The music is loud, the lights glow warm, and they're living their best lives. Until a shelf tips over and slams down, trapping them inside the beds. They panic, they scream, they pound on the lids, fighting for air as the bulbs blaze hotter and hotter. The scene drags out, every second worse than the last. Skin burning, voices muffled, no way out. And then, silence. Two girls who wanted the perfect tan got it, permanently. Kat Jennings. Kat Jennings manages to survive the highway pileup at the start of Final Destination 2. But survival only puts her right back on Death's list. Later in the film, Kat is driving with the group when her tire suddenly blows out. The car crashes and she ends up trapped inside, pinned against the seat by a fallen log. To make matters worse, a sharp metal pipe is sticking right behind her head. One wrong move, and it's over.
Could you be a little quieter with that thing, please?
Yeah, sure. I'll just put it on quiet mode.
That would be good.
Rescue workers rush in with the jaws of life, trying to free her. Kat, ever the sarcastic one, complains about the noise, asking the worker to be more careful. Instead, he rams the tool in harder. That's when it happens. The airbag deploys with brutal force, slamming Kat's head straight back onto the waiting pipe. The pipe drives through her skull, killing her instantly. And because this is Final Destination, Death doesn't stop there. Her lit cigarette falls into leaking fuel, sparking an explosion that launches a barbed wire fence across the field. Rory, standing nearby, is sliced apart in an instant. Kat's death is cruel, ironic, and unforgettable. She wanted things quieter, but in the end, the only thing that went silent was her. Rory Peters. Rory Peters is another survivor from the highway disaster, and for a while it seems like he might make it out alive. He even saves a kid just minutes before death comes for him, which makes what happens next hit even harder.
You trying to get yourself killed, little boy?
After Kat Jennings' crash, Rory watches as rescue workers try to free her from the wreck. He's right there when her sarcastic complaint leads to the worker slamming the jaws of life harder. The airbag explodes, Kat's head hits the pipe, and she's gone in an instant. But death isn't done. Her cigarette slips from her hand, landing in a trail of leaking fuel. The spark ignites, and the car erupts in a violent blast. The force of the explosion sends a barbed wire fence whipping through the air like a razor. It slices straight through Rory, cutting his body into pieces before he even realizes what happened. 1 second he's standing, the next he's gone, reduced to fragments in the field. Rory may have saved a child, but death had no mercy. His heroic act was his last, and his end was one of the most gruesome in the entire franchise. Iris Campbell. For over 20 years, she hid from death, isolating herself in a fortified cabin deep in the woods. Terminally ill, but still alive, she outsmarted the list longer than anyone else. Her granddaughter, Stefani, finally finds her, desperate for answers about the visions haunting her. Iris hands her a notebook, filled with decades of notes on survivors, deaths, and the twisted pattern that follows every bloodline.
This book is a lifeline. It will show you everything you need to know to keep our family safe.
But Iris knows her time is up. To prove that the curse is real, she steps outside her cabin, giving death the opening it's been waiting for. A sudden gust of wind knocks a broken weather vane loose. It swings violently and impales Iris straight through the mouth. Her warnings became prophecy in real time. She spent decades studying death only to die exactly the way she once predicted. Iris tried to guide her family with knowledge. Death answered with silence and steel. Hunt Wynorski. Hunt shows up at the pool acting untouchable, flipping his lucky coin like it's a shield against death itself. Spoiler, it's not. An annoying kid splashes water on him. Hunt, being Hunt, grabs the toy and throws it across the deck. Small move, big problem. It kicks the pool's drain system into overdrive. Later, a golf ball smacks him in the head, knocking his precious coin into the water. And of course, he dives in to get it back. That's when the suction takes hold. Hunt gets pinned to the drain, thrashing underwater as bubbles stream from his mouth. He fights, he claws, he tries to break free. Above the surface, everyone keeps partying, laughing, completely clueless. Below, Hunt is drowning in silence, and the coin still sinking right beside him. His lucky charm didn't save him. It dragged him straight to the bottom. Eric Campbell, one of the rare few who actually cheated death once before. He had slipped through its grasp in a near-death experience, surviving when he never should have. But in this franchise, second chances don't last. When his brother Bobby suffers a peanut allergy, Eric comes up with a desperate plan. If Bobby dies for a few seconds and comes back, maybe they can break the cycle again. The hospital seems like the perfect place to try. But while Bobby goes into shock, Eric is standing too close to an MRI machine as it powers up.
That's really good.
It's very good, I know. So what, okay, other than good?
Every metal object in the room gets pulled in, and Eric, his body is covered in piercings. The force drags him straight into the machine, tearing through him in seconds. A brutal, magnetic end. He once beat death by inches. This time, it pulled him back piece by piece. These were some of my favorite deaths from the Final Destination franchise. Let me know which one stuck with you the most, and I'll see you in the next video.